Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Joel. Today I'm going to be using this Artist Loft 16 by 20 inch number 2 canvas. It's going to be a blast, so hang on. I'm going to be using a bunch of this leftover paint that I had. These are from a couple of previous split cups that I did recently in my last videos. I also have some gold, some dark cobalt blue, some deep magenta, and some copper. Now this is my swipe color I'm going to be using, which is Artist Loft Soft Body Black mixed with Australian Floetrol. Okay? Also my background color today is going to be Artist Loft Soft Body Black. That's mixed with American Floetrol, 2.5 parts Floetrol, 1 part paint. The swipe is 1:1. Okay, so I'm going to get my canvas prepped. We'll listen to some tunes. I'll get back to you in a sec. Alright, breaking out the torch, popping those air bubbles. We're going to get ready to do some pouring here. So I'm starting with this. I'm going to do just like a crazy little ribbon pour. I have no idea what's going to come out of this cup. We're just going to have to find out. A couple paintings back I had a mixed split cup, and I never got down to the bright red. So this is what we have now. I'm going to start with this. This paint is at least a couple weeks old. It's been sitting in that cup, so it's pretty thick. Now I'm going to use this one that I know has at least been sitting there for a month. And it's got some silver and some cobalt blue in it. If I can get this stuff to pour out, it might be pretty cool. You can see how thick that stuff is. But it's got some nice color in it. Alright, then I have my 4 other colors, which were all ready to pour paints, mixed 1:1 with American Floetrol, and I'm just going to put them around the border just to get rid of this paint. I need a X amount of paint on the canvas to stretch it out anyway, so we're just going to get rid of this stuff. Here's some deep magenta, which I really like on top of the cobalt blue. And last but not least, a little copper. Alrighty, so there's my color. So I'm going to apply some of my swipe to the back of my palette knife. Get it evened out. We're going to do some crazy swiping. Now a lot of times, or usually, I have this all planned out as far as my directions and how many swipes, etc. This entire project is, I'm just winging it, which usually works out quite well, to be honest with you. A lot of times you think you have it all planned out, it doesn't come out as planned anyway. Sometimes it's best to just feel it and let her rip, see what happens. So I'm just barely skimming that palette knife across the paint, trying not to scrape all the paint off the canvas, but you want to make good enough contact with the colors. So you kind of got to play with it, get used to doing it. It's no big deal. Now I'm going to speed this up just a little bit so we're not here all day. Now what I'm doing here is I took a different palette knife and I'm going underneath my colors and lifting up slightly and stretching the paint out. What I'm doing is I'm trying to connect the different elements in this painting together, make it more cohesive so it's not just a bunch of fingers sticking out, so to speak. Okay, so it's time to tip it, stretch it out. I'm going for one corner. Oh, I realized I didn't go quite far enough, so I'm going to go back. Now I'm going to the opposite corner. Throwing a little excess paint that I saved back just to make it easier to pour it off. Got that corner. Now I'm going to move the majority of my paint back to center, and then I'm going to tip it to the far corner. Get her just off the corner, and then I can go back to the opposite corner and side. Get my paint completely stretched out. Didn't want to move, so I'm going to add some paint. Now what I'm doing here is I'm backing the black paint up to the color and then going forward. That makes it move easier. So here's my last corner. I'm going to get my paint back to center and then start analyzing it for balance as far as colors and shapes. I'm looking it over. I like this and that. There's a couple things I don't like. There's some big swaths of copper there that I'd like to break up. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm going to the large swaths of color, and I'm going to use either a palette knife or I have a nylon tipped brush that I can start breaking up those large swaths and introduce other colors into them. Make it more interesting instead of just big blobs of color here and there. Make it more intricate, so to speak. So we're going to carry on doing this for a bit. I'll talk to you in a minute. Alright, so I'm just finishing up my embellishments. I'm going to be zooming in here in just a second to see what kind of crazy contorted cosmos of color we have today. Take a look at this thing. I think the embellishments really helped a lot. I don't typically do it, but in this case it was a good call to really break up the large patches of copper and the bright magenta. Swipes came out really well, I think. I like it when the metallics are kind of transparent like that. If you like this video, this painting, please hit the like button. I appreciate that, of course. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Also, I gotta thank those surf zombies for the background music. Once again, they are awesome. I'm sure they have a YouTube channel if you want to look them up. And on Bandcamp. So here's the finished product. And here's a couple wall shots. Looks pretty good, I think. Hope you guys dig it. Hope you have a great week and weekend. And I will see you next time. Thanks again.